Well, it's been a while since I did see ENYS Men, but I finally had the opportunity to see it on the big screen. Finally, actually, you get concession prices considering how young I look, but that's another story. ENYS Men, what a great little movie. I didn't rank it very high when I first saw it, but upon seeing it on the big screen, which is probably the best treatment you can get for a film quite like this, was certainly something. It's a very atmospheric Boards of Canada type work. If Boards of Canada, Mike Sanderson, Marcus Ian made a film, it certainly would look a lot like this because it's got the weird, scratchy 16mm aesthetic and the weird electronic sounds that sound a bit drony and Emily Levionnaise Farouche did that same thing on Sense on a few occasions, and that's why I like that. And this is another British horror film that I like on the basis of its visual content. As far as it can be compared to the film that Mark Jenkins did called Bait, I don't think it's as good as that one because there's a bit more of a story going on Bait than there is in ENYS Men. ENYS Men or ENYS Men, it means Stone Island. It's a Canada word, or Cornish. Is more or less just the kind of movie you would want to see taking psychedelic mushrooms or smoking a lot of cannabis and feeling the senses, man. Yeah, man. We don't do drugs at Skinny Media, as far as I'm concerned. Not just like alcohol, that sort of thing. But this definitely caught my interest as far as sort of the visual aesthetic is concerned, and it's certainly very striking. Even if some of the scenes in this question can be a bit on the repetitive side and um, a bit hipster, a bit artsy, but I think it was appropriately done in this instance just because on the merit of how good Bait was and also some of the marketing behind it um, looked very interesting. And to see on the big screen like the Chapter Arts Centre in Cardiff, or Cardiff for you English people, especially considering there's a sort of loyalty between Cornish and Welsh people because of a shared language. Well, almost. Some of the words sound a little similar in Cymraeg as they do in Canada. But yes, if you haven't seen it, at least on the big screen, you should do yourself a favor and do so. It was a digital print, but you could definitely tell the scratchiness in the same way I saw it from the 1983 Bette Gordon re-release I saw for Variety at the BFI South Bank. That was something very special. It was expensive, I'll tell you that, but worth it, especially considering how raunchy the subject matter is. And that was just a little after I saw Antichrist.